In 6000 BC, Chinese started farming along the Chang River, and in 3000 BC, a small society and villages developed along the river to farm. Traces of the first dynasty, the Shang dynasty, are traced back to the small villages by the Huang River. This dynasty lasted from 1700 BC to 1100 BC. During the Shang dynasty, many accomplishments were made. Water buffaloes were tamed, irrigation tunnels were dug, bronze casting improved, and grand tombs were built. Some inventions were chopsticks, musical instruments, a pretty accurate calendar, and more. During the 200s BC, China had their first emperor who conquered a lot of China and had the Great Wall started. The Qin were the first imperial dynasty, and the Han dynasty was responsible for the development of their military. During 202 BC to 220 AC, the Han dynasty ruled and culture spread, arts and agriculture flourished, and cities grew rapidly. After this period, the Chinese referred to themselves as the Han. When the Han dynasty ended, separate rulers ruled all China, but China was reunited in 618 AD. During the Tang and Sung dynasties, China became the most advanced country in the world. However, Genghis Khan and the Mongols invaded China in 1200 and took over completely by 1279. When China finally regained control, they forbid the outside influence in trade. For a while, China was trading with the outside world through land routes. One of the most popular routes was the Silk Road. In the 1500s, European influences started reaching China by sea. The Portuguese, being the first to arrive, set up a trading colony in Macau in 1557 that ended up becoming a huge trading port. Europeans wanted to dominate trading in China. China then lost very many battles and wars. Some rebels under the leadership of Sun Yat-sen overthrew the last China dynasty and formed the Republic of China. The next leader after Sun Yat-sen was Chiang Kai-shek, who set out to rid China of its last warlords, but he also faced the China Communist Party. Japan then took over a region in northeastern China and set up a puppet government. Japan invaded more and had control of a good chunk of China until the end of World War II. Nationalists and communists fought over who should control China. Communists won and set up a People's Republic of China under Mao Zedong. Defeated nationalists fled to Taiwan and set up a rivaling government called the Taiwan Republic of China. Under the leadership of Mao, he reconstructed a lot in how China ran. He combined all farmland by making communes, gave equal working rights to women, seized individual rights, and controlled the country. His plan was extremely flawed, and all the work on agriculture ended up in deforestation and ended in soil erosion. He died in 1976, and Deng Xiaoping came into power and learned from the mistakes made previously. He improved the agriculture, diets of citizens, industry, technology, and other things. Now, one of the most concerning problems currently is the pollution. China today has a population of 1.3 billion people, most of which are Han Chinese. Mandarin is the official language, but some other types of Chinese are spoken as well. Chinese people are well known for their calligraphy. Some popular religions are Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. Taoism basically means that people should live simplistically and live in harmony with nature. Confucianism is just teachings from Confucius, which center around loyalty and education. There are 50-ish minority groups like Mongols, Tiberians, and many others. China has kept many art traditions such as calligraphy, landscape paintings, Chinese pottery, wooden buildings among stone, and poetry. Chinese cuisine have basic dishes like rice noodles, bread, and tofu. Chinese food is also very big on vegetables like cabbage, along with pork, fish, and other seafood. Lastly, it is very common to drink tea.